And so, GQ is coming at people's heads, and I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to go after them. What is good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at some of the worst and best dressed celebrities. Now for this, I'm mainly gonna be looking at a few different rappers that I think have some of the best outfits of the year. But GQ recently came out with their top 10 best and worst dressed celebrities, and some YouTubers a few YouTubers are on the worst dressed list, and the way that they represented them was kind of off. And so I don't know if they're being biased against people like PewDiePie, and there's another YouTuber on there. But we're also going to look at the best dressed, because I looked at the number one best dressed, and it's a guy who beat A$AP Rocky at number 2. And I think A$AP Rocky dresses way, way better. I didn't even know who the guy is that's number 1, to be 100% honest, when I first saw the name. So we're going to look at that, and I think it's going to be interesting to look at because the list came out and a lot of people are talking about it. So let's go ahead, get into it. And if you're new here, I don't do these videos to say that I'm the best dressed person. I make fashion videos on YouTube, I make streetwear videos. I have a certain way I like to dress. Sometimes people think I can dress better than other people. I don't have that opinion. I just dress how I like to dress and then share it with you guys. Like today, I'm wearing this jacket. I feel really stiff. I don't know, it feels really puffy. It's because it's super fuzzy on the inside. It's freezing here where I live. So today I'm just wearing this. I'm feeling cozy. Got some nice jeans that kind of match it. I don't know. I have a way that I like to dress, and that's just how it goes. And for this video, I'm just going to be talking about a few different styles and see what we like, what we don't like. And there's some artists here that I never talked about before. One of the people I haven't talked too much about before is G-Eazy. A lot of people want to see a dress like challenge for him. I've done a lot of those if you haven't seen it. And his specifically, I have not done one yet. He has a nice simple style, and I think like this outfit right here, I could do something with. You've got the Converse. I don't even think those are CDG or anything. I just think they're regular black Converse, some skinny black denim, a nice jacket that's got two-tone on it in black. Very simple and nothing crazy there. And I know G-Eazy has a lot of simple fits, and a lot of the time I like the way that he dresses. I have nothing against it. I just have never done a dress like challenge like this right here. We got some nice plaid pants, the Vans Old Schools, an essential, a go-to, black jacket and a shirt. Then you got an outfit like this. Now this is a little bit of hype in there. We got the Supreme tee, a little bit of a bomber jacket, some black pants, and then the nice Old Schools. Again, very simple fit. I like that. I think that's clean. A little bit of hype in there, not too much. I don't think it's enough to call him a hype beast in this particular picture, but I think it is good. Another one you guys wanted me to talk about would be J Balvin, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's how I've heard it pronounced, so I'm going to pronounce it like that. I would say he is very hype, and a lot of his outfits are very, very hype, and he does it with a shock factor a lot of the time. Like I've seen some outfits where he was on like his private jet runway, and there was like, and I can't remember, I think he had the Supreme Louis Vuitton on before like anybody had it, but he puts together some crazy outfits. He has two right here. There's a 424 jacket right there with another one in green. I think that's a cool little outfit for performing, and it looks like he likes to put on like Jordan 1s is a primary for him, and then like this, the Prestos. Love the Prestos, need to get a size 11. Jordan 1s, I always see him in like this, a clean fit right here. Then we got something like this is a kind of a more hype crazy fit, the Supreme Louis Vuitton, and you got the Cause on, and then the pink checker. Pretty crazy, but when you're performing, it's understandable to put on something like that, shock the crowd and whatnot. There's just a few different outfits that I think are very clean by him, and he's one of the, I would say, better dressing of the year, I would say, as far as hype goes, because I know there's a few different categories, and I think that summing it up, he's very well-rounded in the hype realm of fashion. And then there's some different people like Future. He's got a pretty different sense of style, but I like the way that he dresses, some stuff in there. He has a deal with Reebok. So when different rappers and artists have deals with certain shoe companies, it's kind of hard to just talk about their fashion because, they're limited to wearing one certain type of shoe. It's like when you see one of them on the show, Sneaker Shopping with Complex, they can't really talk about and buy the other shoes that aren't the brand that they're sponsored by. And, those brands are paying a lot of money to have them under them, so I understand why they don't. But at the same time, it's just hard to kind of represent them as their like sneaker head self, or just kind of like their true feelings about sneakers, because they can't necessarily talk about it. So a lot of the stuff I've been seeing with Future recently is Reebok mainly, and I would think that maybe he could throw on something. I mean, yeah, like some off-white shoes right here. I guess it just can't be competition, but a lot of the time he is wearing Reeboks. He has some crazy outfits for sure, but a lot of clean outfits too. Like this, the crazy chains is the main crazy part of this outfit, but it's a pretty simple outfit in and of itself. It's just a nice black and white and red and a little bit of yellow aesthetic in there. So I've been talking about this for a minute, but there are some people. Travis Scott, I obviously think, is one of the better dressing celebrities and rappers right now. I know a lot of these people are going to be rappers, but I wanted to just mainly talk about this GQ best and worst dressed men of 2017. I've been looking for the past 15-20 minutes, and I have not been able to find like the actual list, and so I'm trying to find that. I don't know if it's in a magazine. Maybe that's what it is, that's in a magazine, but I've got the list here. And so When I look at the list, the main thing that caught my eye was PewDiePie was on it at number 6 as the worst dressed man of 2017. Now, the picture that they put in there was a picture of him in a checkered shirt on like a red carpet for Barnes & Noble or something. And it said check was so last year, saying the checkered shirt is a red and black checkered shirt was last year. But the picture was from 2015, almost 3 years ago. So GQ is, I mean, I don't know. The news is always just attacking PewDiePie. That's just kind of how things go. And so I just think it's funny how they're like coming after him. Like I saw it last night and it just kind of like made me mad. Or I was not mad, but just like, really, like you're gonna go after somebody and say that, and they haven't even come back out and said anything since then, from what I can see. So I just think that's kind of annoying for them to just say that he's like the worst dressed and base it off of a picture where they said it's because it's last year, but it was 2 years ago. I don't know if they're just trying to get some publicity, and maybe it worked because it was on like Scarce and Keemstar, I think, but he responded to it. And you know, maybe it's all fun and games. Hey, it's publicity for him, but I just think it's annoying for news like companies to come out and like go after him like that. For like, if they came after him with legitimate like, oh, these outfits he was wearing this whole year were all trash, then okay, but they were going for an outfit from 2 years ago and saying it was last year. Enough of that. So we want to look at some of the best dressed now. Oh yeah, also the few on the worst dressed list, there was Shmee. If you guys don't know who that is, he's a car YouTuber. I'm not sure how he's on there as like one of the like top 3 worst. I didn't even think he was that big as far as traditional media goes. And I mean, he wears like button downs and pants. I mean, I don't think he's a fire dresser. I think it's kind of goofy how he, I don't know, it's not goofy, but it's just funny how he always has like his shirt unbuttoned a lot. He always just wears stuff like that. I wouldn't say he's the worst dressed. I definitely think there's more worse dressed people. But the other one, I mean, you got Morrissey on there. Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk wears like suits all the time, and he's also a billionaire. So I guess that means money doesn't buy fashion and style, which is understandable. But I wouldn't put him in the category of that because he does not even focus on that. I feel like he doesn't even like, he probably just like goes into his closet and says to a robot, give me a suit, and then they just put something on him that's 10 grand. Like, I don't think he really cares that much about it because he's focusing on saving the world, making cars that are gonna fly. Like, this is getting too deep. Then we're gonna look at the best dressed man. So all right. A$AP Rocky's at number 2, which is a good place for him. Like, I think A$AP Rocky has a very unique sense of style. I like how he throws things together. I've done 3 outfit challenges on him, and so I think he has a good sense of style. He mixes in that streetwear, that high-end fashion at the same time. So I respect that, and I respect how he does his different senses of style. And then number 1 is Matt Smith. So I heard the name and I'm like, okay, that's a very generic name. I don't know who it is, so it could be anybody. So I looked it up, and I think I've seen this guy before. I'm not sure if 100%. I mean, I think I've seen, like, I feel like I've had to seen him in a movie before, but I don't get where they're calling him the best dressed, because again, they're saying he's the best dressed of the year. So, okay, we have a gray suit with a skinny tie. Okay, we got a trench coat and some black pants. Okay, we got a suit. Okay, looks pretty similar. I'm not seeing, that's not him. I'm not seeing where this insane sense of style is. Like, I don't see it. Like, okay, he's wearing a suit. I don't know, that's just kind of like, they're going, it just, I don't get why they go after certain people. And like him, everything that I'm seeing online is not anything that's unique and stands out as far as like him being that guy with the best sense of style. So like here, okay, he can throw on a button-down shirt. Like, all I'm really seeing him in is like suits. How many other actors in Hollywood wear a suit every day? Tons of them. There's so many different people that have unique senses of style. Like A$AP Rocky, look at his style in these different pictures. You're gonna see so many different variations of outfits. You're gonna see different incorporations of brands and just his own sense of style with certain things. This has more flair than any other outfit that guy had on. And you could just see like there's different, he incorporates, you know, Jordans. There's some hype in that Jordan. He's got a outfit right here. And so, yes, they're saying he's number 2. I think he should be over 1 of the other guy easily. I don't know if there's some bias in that, but like even this has more flair. Look, it's got floral with the floral pants. That's more flair than that guy's other 10 suits that I saw, because that's all I could see. Look at this, crazy. I know A$AP Rocky has some crazy outfits that he throws on, but it's unique compared to something like that other guy was putting on. I don't know. That just kind of, the whole GQ thing, I don't know if I agree with traditional media. Obviously, I have a different angle of looking at it, but like, I don't get it. And so like another one on there, Harry Styles, which I would probably agree in terms of, you know, classiness. I would say I've always looked at Harry Styles as being somebody who had a good sense of style and knew how to dress. And so it's a little bit on that classier side or just a different side of things. But I've always thought that he had a general good sense of style, always wearing like Saint Laurent boots, or he'll wear, you know, a lot of times he'll wear button downs and whatnot, but it'll be a little bit different. Like he wore skinny jeans and the Chelsea boots, and a lot of people weren't really doing that back when he first started doing that as far as traditional media goes. And now I know that's a very, like, this is a very basic outfit for anybody to wear in Hollywood if you're wanting to, you know, get a little bit sense of style. But like this one right here, you got some Gucci, you got the nice fur coat, you got the Chelsea boots. I mean, a little bit of hype in there. I think that he's very good to be on that list, but I just think somebody's being paid to put Matt Smith at number one because there's so many different people with such a more unique sense of style than Matt Smith. These videos have been starting to get so much traction. Like I did the worst trends of 2017, and everyone in that video that I said was a bad trend found the video. The girl Ava Nope, who had the big puffy jacket on, she found the video and put it out. I ended up talking to her. There was no beef or anything. We were just having fun with it. She understood I made a video just to talk about different trends. So it's just like people are finding, like, everybody finds these videos. I guess I have too much of an outreach, so like I got to be careful. Matt Smith's about to come for my throat. I'm gonna have people coming at me, but I don't know. I just think I don't agree with him being at number one, and I don't know. There's like Skepta's on the list as well, so let's look at Skepta Fashion 2017 and see what we're looking at. Okay, so it's a little bit unique there. You don't really typically see people wearing stuff like this. You know, that's I would say that you could give him a classification of having a unique sense of style. But let's go Matt Smith style 2017. I'm trying to find something. Okay, there he's wearing some jeans. Okay, a suit. Are we surprised? A suit. Okay, he's wearing some Stone Island. Thank you. He's wearing something different. He's got Stone Island. Those look kind of like Reeboks. I can't really tell. Thank you for wearing something a little bit different. You know, there's your typical hipster outfit, I would say. Nothing wrong with that. I think the girl he's with might have a more unique sense of style. I'm just not fully sold on this whole Matt Smith thing. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what's going on with it, but, you know, that's just my opinion when it comes to that. He probably is a really good actor, and, you know, that's totally fine. That's a different realm. But fashion, I don't know. I'm not really agreeing with all this stuff. They got Marshmello at the worst dress, but Marshmello's whole look is to have something on his head, and he wears all white. So I'm not sure why they're going ahead and going after him on that. It just seems like they're just like putting shots at people who have a lot of clout and a lot of movement and, you know, power in the social media sphere or just the world in general, who have big followings, and just saying, you suck at dressing. And I mean, maybe this can be something like, you know, everybody has their own sense of style. Everybody's got a different sense of style. But I would say when looking at GQ and an overall look of fashion, if you're saying for the whole world, forget streetwear, forget certain classy dressing style, designer, whatever. When you're looking at the whole world and the best dressed men of the entire year, I would say the number one thing you gotta look at is uniqueness. What puts somebody apart from the other person in the outfits that they're wearing, because there's so many people you can base it off of. And with this, they're going after somebody who wears, you know, suits. So I don't know. I would say A$AP Rocky take that number one spot, and I think that there's some other people who could possibly take that spot as well. But I mean, I think that's all I'm gonna have to say for the subject. I'm sorry if I ranted about that, but I thought it was something fun to go ahead and talk about, because a lot of the time I don't talk about things like this in the mainstream media. And so, you know, GQ is coming at people's heads, and I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna go after them. I'm just kidding, but I mean, I just think it's funny. I just want to talk about it, break it down. I saw a lot of people talking about the PewDiePie situation. So other than that, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys did enjoy, you want to see another one like this when they come out with stuff like this, let's go ahead and leave a like down below. I will see you guys next time. This is Harrison signing out. We so fortunate we got this far, and I just wanna go far to the sky, but I don't even know where we are. I don't know where I'm going, I just know where I'm headed. Feel this